This story begins in a place that never truly sleeps. Not a palace, not a city, a household made of tents, storage spaces, animals tied close to the ground, people constantly moving through narrow paths of fabric and rope. Walls that breathe, sounds that travel, nothing fully closed. You hear conversations before you see the speakers. You learn who matters by where they stand. This is the world Jacob grows up in, and from the beginning, he is not first. That matters here, not symbolically, not morally, practically. In this world, being born second means you start behind. You inherit less land, you speak later, you wait longer. The future is already leaning away from you. Jacob learns this without anyone explaining it. No one sits him down to describe the system. The system teaches him by omission. Doors that open for someone else. Decisions made in spaces he is not invited into. Silences that carry more weight than words. He does not grow up asking why this is fair. He grows up asking how this works. Jacob watches. He notices who speaks last, who touches the arm of the father, who is present when plans are mentioned quietly. He learns that power rarely announces itself. It positions itself. His brother Esau does not notice these things. Esau belongs to open space. You can feel it in his movement, his comfort outdoors, his body shaped by effort and immediacy, dust on his skin, food taken directly from the land. Esau lives in the present. Jacob lives in the structure beneath it. Inside this household, there is something everyone orbits around. Not money, not territory you can measure. A promise. A future that will be carried forward. A future that can only belong to one person. This rule is never spoken clearly, but it shapes everything. Scarcity is built into the design. Jacob understands this early. He understands that strength alone will not secure the future. The future moves through recognition, through ritual, through words spoken once and never taken back. And words are controlled. One day, the structure reveals itself clearly. Esau returns from the fields exhausted. His body is empty, his mind short-term. Jacob is near the food. The exchange that follows is simple. Food for birthright. It sounds ridiculous when reduced to words, but in context, it is precise. Jacob understands that the future is not guarded by morality. It is guarded by timing. Esau agrees, not because he is foolish, because systems punish people who live only in the present. Jacob does not celebrate. He stores the knowledge. Meaning, he learns, can be transferred if the structure allows it. Years pass. The household grows quieter. Isaac ages. His body weakens. His sight fades. The space around him contracts. Important conversations no longer happen in open areas. They happen close, near the body, near the voice. The future of the family will be decided in a confined space, low light, close proximity. Jacob understands this moment. He does not rush toward it. He waits. Others prepare. Clothing changes. Textures are chosen. Food is prepared carefully. The ritual matters more than truth. The system cares about form. Jacob steps into the role. He adjusts his voice. He feels unfamiliar fabric against his skin. The words are spoken. And once spoken, they cannot be undone. Not because they are just, but because the structure treats them as final. When Esau arrives, the system does not pause. There is no review, no appeal. The future has already moved. The household fractures, voices rise, anger becomes visible. Jacob leaves, not in triumph, in urgency. Power taken without recognition never feels secure. Outside the household, the world opens again. Long roads, open land, no familiar structures. At night, Jacob sleeps alone. The ground is uneven. The sky feels closer than before. No walls, no system. For the first time, Jacob is not navigating power. He is exposed. Here, strategy gives way to survival. Years pass. Jacob works for others now. His hands harden. His time is not his own. He builds wealth slowly, forms a family under pressure. But the pattern does not disappear. Promises shift. Agreements change. He is deceived the same way he once deceived. The system teaches through repetition. Jacob learns what it feels like to stand on the other side of intelligence. He understands now that manipulation is not control. It is temporary advantage. Eventually, the road turns back. Returning does not mean safety. The past is waiting. Esau is still there. The night before they meet, Jacob is alone again. No tents nearby, no witnesses. Darkness surrounds him. This moment is often described as spiritual. But strip away the language. What remains is simple. A man confronting the accumulated cost of a life built on calculation. He survives the night, but he does not leave unchanged. From this point on, the story calls him Israel, not because he becomes pure, but because he endures. Jacob's story is not about faith. It is about identity under pressure, about what happens when meaning becomes scarce and intelligence replaces trust. He does not destroy the system he grew up in. He perfects it, and perfection carries consequences, because Jacob's children will inherit more than a promise. They will inherit a method, competition, favoritism, fear of displacement. The story does not judge him. It traces the outcome. Genesis does not ask whether Jacob was right. It shows something more unsettling. That systems built on inheritance do not fade. They harden. They become tradition. And the people born inside them learn quickly that survival is not about belief. It is about understanding where power flows and how to position yourself within it. And that understanding never stays with one generation. It spreads, and it costs more each time.